Now to a story you'll see first on 6. We're hearing from a former employee of a troubled restaurant on Federal Hill that is now closed after a stabbing on Friday. Thanks for joining us. I'm John DeLuca.
And I'm Tiffany Murphy. This isn't the first violent incident there either. ABC 6 News anchor Alyssa Azar spoke to that former employee along with city officials who say the business is not safe.
ABC 6 News learning that Friday's stabbing at Saje Kitchen on Atwells Avenue happened inside, while a comedy show fundraiser was going on. But according to the city, the business does not have a license for entertainment.
It's something that the business owner knows they cannot do, and they are choosing to do it anyway.
The stabbing is not the first incident at the Federal Hill Restaurant and Lounge. Last October, the Providence Board of Licenses ordered Saje to close after a customer bit a police officer. Chair Dylan Conley says the state then allowed it to reopen.
We found for cause that they were not safe to operate. They were allowed to operate. Something terrible happened.
One former Saje Kitchen server we spoke with asked to remain anonymous because she's concerned about her safety. She says she worked at Saje for a month and a half before quitting in 2023. She was 17 years old at the time.
It's basically like a strip club in a way, like they could say whatever they want to you, and it's not like you would be like, oh no, you can't do this. Like there was no professionalism at all. And that's why I had to leave, honestly, because coming into that job, he wasn't very specific about what I was doing. Like I said, you're just kind of thrown into the fire. There's no proper training. It's not a safe environment for me. Like I used to be scared, like even leaving like at late night.
She says Andre Samuel, who served as her boss, was at the center of most problems. According to the city, Samuel is only allowed at the restaurant as a patron and not an owner, but police say he was involved in Friday's incident.
Mr. Samuel, as far as I've seen, the course of the entirety of this license, has been a manager and or an owner. He intervened in a knife fight. I think that's atypical behavior for a patron. Samuel's been associated with at least 2 other clubs that have had violent incidents that we have closed. And I think we've established a pattern of behavior.
Not to mention, no one called police for help following Friday's stabbing. The 911 call came from the victim's friend, who was not even at the restaurant.
They're not supposed to have entertainment without a license, and Mr. Samuel's not supposed to be managing the establishment.
The former waitress tells us she was paid under the table, served alcohol to customers as a minor, and was told to wear skimpy clothing.
The stockings, like the fishnet stockings with like a bodysuit, like, that shows the cheeks or whatever. And that's how all the girls were like dressed after those times. We only was able to do that when the downstairs closed, when all the like professional people left, or like the family and the kids. So that's how I know like that's kind of wrong.
She also says she used to serve tobacco hookah on the second level.
I remember when I worked there, when the fire alarm used to go off, they had like this emergency thing where it's like they would basically have everybody take all the hookahs into a secret room, lock it, and pretend like, there's nothing going on.
In order to have tobacco hookah, you have to be a smoking bar. I'm confident they are not a smoking bar.
Saje Kitchen will remain closed pending a show cause hearing next week. ABC 6 News reached out to the attorney representing Saje, and he declined to comment. In Providence, Alyssa Azara, ABC 6 News.